You are now tuned in to the To Be Told podcast.
I'm going to talk about Marcellus is super.
Bro, listen.
Yo, he's the motivator.
Hold on, wait, I'm yeah. The craziest shit with Cello is if I can get him to listen to anybody I'm listening to, I know they got something working.
Man.
The fact that Cello came to me and was like, dude, we got to do a workout video to elevators.
Man,
I said, excuse me?
Man, yes.
He's like, no,
yes,
dude,
yes.
we have to do it. And it's a few songs. Like he's just recently started listening to Les. He's listening to your shit. I'll be in his car.
Which one do you go to? Sincerely?
Elevators, I had it on Sincerely Eve, but I took it off and re-released it because I said it needs its own light.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's
and we talked about it one-on-one.
It's definitely a different.
Yeah.
It's a different. It's a good different though. It's a.
Let's just say it's a natural different. You know, there's
I didn't know what agave was
yeah.
until you said it.
It's in the shit. It's in the tequila.
Yeah, it's in the shit. In the shit is better.
I didn't know about it. And now when I hear I'm gonna call you agave instead of honey, I say, wait a minute. Fucking Yves.
There it goes. I know it from somewhere. But I got to tell you, man, there's been an influx of people who have never spoken to me on social media, and they're telling me the most genuine things.
Right.
I mean, complete strangers talking to me with, and Marcellus is not a stranger to me, but we didn't interact that way.
Right.
And the way he's been talking to me, I appreciate it more because I know it takes a bit more stepping out to do that. But for him, I mean, this guy's whole life is gains, positive gains, working out, being better, leveling up. So it didn't surprise me from him. I was just honored to be in his, in his what do you call it? The reticle, with
you teaching me words now. Agave. And what say it again? Reticle.
Reticle.
Nice.
In your sights.
Got you.
Gun, you know what I'm saying? So
Got you.
That actually invigorated me because he actually hit me on a day to where I was just like, yo, I don't think people really want to see me doing this.
Yeah.
What you talking about is music? Like you
don't
want to see me doing songs like Elevator.
When you say they, who's that?
They is always general. Jay is always a fluid concept.
Yeah.
They.
Shout out
the
to
people.
It's them they.
They is the people who would tell
they.
you don't do something.
Yeah.
They is the people who preach the fear and all that stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
the fact that you took a step and wanted to do something that sounded different, because there's a lot of people that get stuck in one place and they get comfortable there and they won't step out of that box. The fact that you was like, fuck that, I'm doing this, and did it, and it sounded dope.
Can I be real with you?
Yeah.
There was no fuck that to it. It was completely natural.
That's how it's supposed to be.
But the thing is that, I do the emceeing. You see me with different people.
Right.
It wasn't weird to me. The only weird part was how I thought people may receive it. It was completely natural to do. It was enjoyable. It was truthful, but it was really fun more than anything else. I almost felt like I got to play dress up, but it wasn't dress up. It was dress up to everybody else.
Right.
But to me, it was just like they don't know this, And for my next trick, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And it was also, if you're gonna do anything, do it well. So don't half-ass it and say I'm just fucking around. That's pussy.
Yeah.
That whole I wasn't really serious about it.
Yeah.
So you don't got to deal with any.
I think that's the true essence of an artist, though. So what you're saying, I hear that from actors. They're not trying to play the same thing unless they're trying to get that bag, which I don't think anyone disagrees with. But to try to step into other realms and live off that.
Well, think about this. A lot of actors get the bag for the stuff they're supposed to be doing. A lot of actors but then they get the respect for the other stuff because acting is truly stepping outside of yourself. And the further you step outside of yourself and do it convincingly, the more people are like, wow.
Yeah.
You're like, wow. But there was no acting. That was actually a real situation. So.
Right, and I'm listening to you. It's kind of interesting hearing you say that because I think MCing is almost the reverse. The more you try to discover yourself, the more people are pulled in, and I think that's more challenging sometimes for you. I think that's why you get that outpouring of the type of engagement you get because of the type of lyrics and type of emotion you have in your music.
I honestly have held back because it's a bit too revealing sometimes. And what I've realized is that people's comfort with just saying things on records, it begs the question sometimes. It's like, is this really close to you? Is this personal? And I just got tired of carrying this shit, bro. You know, like this isn't even like a thing of like it's time to shine. It's just like, I don't fucking want to carry this anymore. And I'm not gonna tell everything, but enough to just, you know, loosen my shoulders up.
And you should, and that's,
Like, really?
that's literally outside of it feeling good, but as an artist, it brings people into.
It really does, though.
You know, it's like that instant connection. You know,
Is it instant though?
Well, it's the moment you talk about something personal, and it connects with somebody.
Yeah.
And that's all that needs to happen is the fact that somebody can relate to your situation.
Big shout out to Luke Boyer. Luke's got to be like, remember that kid who hit me up? He's got to be like 16, bro. He hit me up and he was like, yo, thank you. Your music been inspiring me, whatever. I don't know. I don't know this kid from, you know what? Let's just look this shit up, baby. Can you look up Luke Boyer on the thing? Okay. Yeah, this kid, I don't know this kid at all. But the fact that someone who's not from Queens, not from my hood, he has problems that we wouldn't call problems, but they're problems to him.
Right.
But somehow he felt soothed, motivated, comforted by what I was saying from my point of view. Just shows you that it's not the specificity of the problem, it's the fact that we all have them.
Yeah.
And that's relatable.
Yeah,
That's what
and that's relatable.
And you trying to resolve it.
And he just hit me up just out the blue, unsolicited. No, there was no benefit to him.
Right.
And this kid is white kid. He's got to be half my age. And he just poured it out. That's dope to me. I mean, I could reach you guys with a shot of Douce and some Hennessy. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? It's that's simple, but to do that just shows that maybe we do have a little bit more reach.
Absolutely.
Than we give ourselves credit for.
Yeah, I don't think honesty has an age limit.
It doesn't,
and
man.
especially when they're coming into their own, and they're, like you said.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it like this, and think about it in the most simplest form. How old were you when you were listening to artists like Tupac, Big, and relating or wanting to relate to their stories?
Yo, can I really like bust you over the head real quick? The first rap song I ever
My hair is
memorized.
thinning. Don't do it too hard.
I'm not gonna do that too hard. He's on the side. The first song I ever memorized was Nas, The Message, and I memorized it, but I didn't internalize it until later. But I realized I knew the words, and the words have new meanings to me now. And the crazy thing is that perspective is everything. It's almost more important than actually understanding what I'm saying, understanding my feeling, understanding my vibe. You like.
And I don't want to cut you off on my reaction, but yeah, he's extremely.
It's Luke Boyer. That's the boy.
Yeah, but to be that young to speak the way he's speaking, I know listeners are probably like, oh, what are they talking about?
He's eloquent.
Yeah, he worded that very well.
No, they're reading the IG message right now, and the dude he reached out to me and like, how could I not respond?
Yeah, not wanting anything back. Yeah,
he didn't want anything.
That's almost an asshole. That too.
No, really, like, oh God, Yves, eat shit.
Yeah.
You know,
eat shit.
I mean, so like when I say like, right, the fulfillment I'm getting right now is not critical acclaim. It's not follows. It's not anything but just to know that you're going in the right direction.
Absolutely.
And that's what interpersonal communication comes through. It's like when one person tells you the right thing for the right reason, that substitutes a whole bunch of other things that you may have thought you was looking for. Because it is tough thinking you're the best and not getting that. This is,
and this, we live in a world these days. We are also looking for that same energy we're putting out to come back. And the fact that you can say, I'm the best, I will murder a motherfucker, on a record, and wanting that same kind of perception feeding back and then not getting it, it's like, well, fuck, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? But at the same time, knowing it is actually just doing it. And that's
you're right. Knowing is in the actions. There was never any guarantee on the get back, right?
No, I agree with that. 100%.
You get on the court, you play your hardest. You don't necessarily know who you're gonna. So you don't play to the level of your competition. You just get out there and hoop, and it's unfortunate because people define their reality not from what they're doing, but from the mirror. That's why some people look in the mirror and it's tough for them. But how do you actually feel? I've decided the mirror matters.
It does.
But this has to matter more because if you're not your biggest fan, in the proper sense, this cliche is everywhere. But if you're not your biggest fan, man, you'll end up under the fucking dirt.
Quick.
I mean, like, quick fucking fast, man. And nobody's, and it's not when people say, hey, get up, they're gonna be like, look at him, he sucks.
Yeah, because there's no pity there.
There's none.
There's no pity for somebody that is looking for it, you know. And if you're not getting yourself up off your feet and moving, like, what the fuck you want, a handout?
This is the most volatile genre of music ever. This is born from struggle. So people really only want to fuck with you when they know there's some struggle.
Yeah, hip hop is like the first music created from free black men. So you can already see where it's gonna come from. But kind of backtracking to what you said, looking into the mirror, and of course it's a figurative mirror you're talking about.
Of course, yeah.
I think it's more of a projector, right? That's why if whatever's
I want
in
you
your
to elaborate
mind,
on that. I want you to, okay.
So whatever's in your mind, if that's fucked up, you're projecting. That's what you're seeing.
Shit, yeah.
So it's projecting on the wall, and that's why the people kind of hate themselves. And then kind of going back to what you were saying too, Elliot, you made a good point in terms of giving your art out or giving your work out. A lot of times you can't always expect something back. You just gotta. I think you're on that track anyway. You just gotta do it.
So David just walked in, right? And we were talking about artists.
Right.
And the reason artists were respected, or are respected, true artists, is because not because you're talented, it's because the risk you take to do it. It takes time. So you're respected because what you're willing to risk with no guaranteed return. Boom.
Exactly.
So it's about what you're doing. You don't know how they're going to respond, but you believe in something so much. That's why artists are looked at as like deities, because people look to the ideal. It's non-human. It's not natural to be able to do something confidently, surely, and repeat it with a very slim chance of success.
And then being put on that scale is like
to repeat it.
You were listening to Nipsey's album. It's incredible to watch somebody who, at one point in time, I would be able to say, like, he's tangible. You know, when he was just out and about trying to figure shit out, he was on the same level as a lot of underground artists, except he kept going at it. He kept putting feet to the pavement and kept going until he got into his, pun intended, victory lap.
But he's still right here, though. You need to understand that. Yeah. People, when you get it honest, and I'm going to say this right now, you know, with Nipsey and I don't know him, but I know him. This isn't a person who had anything given to him. You can tell by his ideals. So when you get things honest, it's different from when someone gives something to you. It's a term, I got it honest. You will never leave that point of honesty because that is your reality. And you know that anything above or below that is not real. If you're lucky enough to get the real and survive it, you're going to cherish it, and you're going to use that as your, what do you call, your level, your whatever, you know. Nip is always going to be somebody who can be out there, sit on a step in some Dickies and some Chucks or whatever, you know what I mean? But he's also going to be the same dude who can walk into a Grammy party and do whatever. But that is the luxury of kings.
And in the same
manner,
you know what
I'm saying? That's
like,
the luxury of kings.
In the same manner that we got Slim.
Can I?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Look, let me tell you something about Big Slim, man. He may not even remember it. I actually met him before I was even rapping. And I never heard his music, or at least knowing that was his music. The first Screwed song I ever heard, truly Screwed, was I Got Drank by the Paint. Okay, before that, the one I heard before that was Jay-Z Never Changed. That was 2004. And I was like, man, what the fuck they doing to Jay's song? But when I heard it in its context, it was Slim. Then I met Slim later, and I remember I had red rags around my champagne bottles or whatever, and I was at M-Bar. I would come there one deep and just... Anyway,
it was M-Bar.
Yeah,
it would be nothing less if you was at M-Bar and did anything less.
But I would see him. He's tall as fuck.
Yeah,
but then I saw him at a show we had with Big Sean
back then too.
I saw him at a show with Big Sean, and I was backstage, and I got a bottle of Jack Daniels. She's like, "What the fuck? A bottle of Jack Daniels? What's that?" Because that was like, if you get in the bottle, you have choices. I said, I'll take the cowboy shit. And he looked at me kind of just like, man, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Like, you know, and I was just like, look, I'm just, you know, it made sense. And ever since then, he's been very supportive. He doesn't have to remember everything, but he has a good heart. And Absolutely. He has a good heart because it's not about where he's at. I think he just knows where he came from and what he would have liked happened to him. And I think you could tell somebody who's been punched in the face before, man. there's just a certain humility towards him.
Absolutely.
Because you can get punched in the face, rich, poor, tall, short. I think he's a true jewel of Houston.
Absolutely.
No security, no nothing, just the love of his people, man.
And move about, simple.
Good sense of humor, adaptive, modern, old school.
And he reaches out.
He does, man. He does.
I'll mention it till I'm in a casket on how he called me and chastised me like, yo, what are you doing, Houston Trend? Why you ain't moving? It's like, wait, what the fuck?
Because he's out the trunk with it.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's. But you see that when someone gets it honest, he knows what his real is. Yeah. He's not talking to you about no other shit. He's talking about what you can do with what you got, where you got it, when you got it. He's not asking you to do nothing outside of your capabilities.
Exactly.
And that's beautiful, right?
And that's the same thing that a person should be asking themselves every day.
Of course.
You know, it's you shouldn't have to get that kind of information outside, because every day when you're looking in that mirror, you should be saying that same shit to yourself.
But and some people just aren't privileged to that. So sometimes,
wait, did you say privilege?
To get that type of
from somebody else. Okay,
to get that, some people don't
Oh,
have.
yeah, very true, very true.
Again, like you said, sometimes you get it honest and you learn. You learn by doing. But sometimes, you may have had an easy life, so you never got introduced to, like you said, getting punched in the mouth. Slim's one of the dudes got punched in the mouth, spit the blood out, kept moving. Some people get punched in the mouth, they want to cry and complain.
Because you realize you didn't really get hit that hard.
Right.
It's all relative, And if here's the other thing going forward. If I didn't actually look at myself in the mirror and tell it to myself, it's important to have a partner, be it my girl, be it my family, whatever. This one, sometimes it comes in the form of an attitude. My girl be like, man, what are you doing? You ain't getting enough money.
Get up.
Some dudes won't be ashamed of that, but that shames me. Even if I am getting money and someone who loves me knows I could be getting more, you should feel the shame and use that shame to galvanize what are you going to do next. And the thing is that niggas is pussy. And they're gonna take offense to that.
Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying, like, they.
These niggas don't do it the same.
These niggas don't do it the same. What up, Jack? You know what I mean? Like, like I said, you could either sink or swim with that. And being an artist, you really need to have that in you. It's the most criticized thing. It's art. Yep. It is literally speculative in its entirety. So if you can't get kicked in the nuts and understand, well, it was just a kick in the nuts.
What you
gonna die? What you gonna die?
But did you die?
But did you? You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, I might quit if I get kicked in the nuts.
I mean, I'm gonna take a second to collect myself.
I'm gonna take a second, collect myself, curse you the fuck out, and then
I'm gonna fuck you up,
and then worry about the stomach pain I got.
Yeah, because it does resonate. People know about that. Women don't know that it shoots up,
and then you get like the worst headache on planet fucking
Y'all
Earth.
been kicked in the nuts a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
That's what it sounds like. I don't even know.
I had siblings.
I have never.
That's a lifestyle choice.
Wait, is it a lifestyle choice?
No, I have not. No, I said it sounds like y'all got kicked in the nuts a lot.
No, I got my nuts grabbed.
Okay.
In junior high school, formative years.
Oh,
it was horrible. I was playing hide and go get it.
Okay.
You got it.
Oh man,
sound like it was nuts.
I guess in the form of I guess it was. You got a drum roll on this? You got like a sound?
They're just unsubscribing right now. Yeah.
I really realized that it was just something figurative to me getting kicked in the nuts before that, but I got them grabbed and it was life changing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, back to the figurative part. It's the moment you do. What are you gonna do now? You gonna wallow in the pain, or you gonna get your ass back up and realize that was just it?
That's why my album was called "Don't Panic." Don't Panic was a message to me. Real talk. II.VI.V was like, I don't like I don't like the title of that because I feel like he thought I was telling people don't panic.
He sound just like that motherfucker.
Yeah. I don't like the type.
Oh shit.
But he thought I was telling people not to panic. Like, don't worry, I'm coming. Like, no, I'm talking to myself.
Right.
I talk to myself 90% of the day.
Right.
No,
it sounded like that. I don't know if I'm cutting you off.
No,
I want to say something else. But I kind of want to touch on your marketing.
Yeah, okay.
Is vicious because you like I said, you nigga from Queens. You supposed to be knowing how to do all this. I mean,
not with regards to this.
I looked at like you kind of. I think you kind of. I don't know if you're rebranding yourself. You just got rid of some old stuff on your IG because it doesn't go down that far no more.
Oh nah, because it's clutter. It's clutter.
Right.
It's clutter. And but I realized if I want to reshape what people think about me or
it's up to you.
make it concise, I have to just take off the fluff.
Gotcha. Make it
I don't
succinct.
want, so I don't want to give people too much credit. I gotta just make sure. Look, you don't even get a chance to think about that.
Yeah.
Or music. I'll post the jiggy shit later. You heard?
Yeah.
And see that's what to me that's what like the stories bits is for.
Yeah,
they disappear.
Stories a blessing. Yeah.
You know, hey, I can put the fun shit here, and you just whenever you come to the actual page, all you're getting is what the fuck I'm trying to put out into
Business
the world.
as usual.
That's it.
Business as usual. But like really, the branding, man, it just had to be like what I'm wearing right now. Like I'm trying to keep it simple, man. Like I'm a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm a straight shooter. Y'all know that. If I'm drunk, I'm drunk. What's that? You know this. I mean, but it's real though. It's real. You know what I mean?
Right.
But what else is there? Because what other facade could I keep up? What else is manageable? So I got to do what's manageable for me. And like I said, I want to tell you guys right now, we're listening to, I don't know what you call day podcast right now, but I'm talking to Ellie and Corey right now. I don't know them from microphones.
To-Be-Told podcast.
I mean, I know. Come on, let me.
They know. But anyways, I feel like
I know as well. I was just trying to be, whatever.
Anyway,
I talk to them real life, and what you understand, I need you to understand that there's a difference between podcasts where there's a guest or when there's family. I like to consider myself family right now. We speaking very honestly and candidly, so you're partaking in a low-key intimate conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're really.
And see,
we wanted to call this Flies on the Wall. No, I'm just joking. We ain't want to do that. But it sounds good right now.
Sounds good. Sounds like we haven't even done our typical intro into it. We just
started with the wine and the
that's fine. They'll read it. They'll know. But we definitely want to give you a proper introduction. We do have the I think we'll say the merch king. We got before people was doing them. That's what I wanted to get into.
Come on, let's get it.
It's done properly.
Merch was always out there, but I think the way it's done, you almost did it like it was a clothing brand.
My father said it. If anything is worth doing, it's worth doing well. That's an inclusive thing. If you're gonna break the law, damn it, son, be good at it.
Yeah.
Like seriously,
absolutely.
If you think your mother is mad about you breaking the law, she's gonna be more mad if you're stupid and breaking the law. You're not even good at it.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Stop it.
CVS.
No, but
UPS is hiring.
I don't. Before you two joined on, I wanted to toot it, and I know that before I even knew who you were, I may have see you here and there, or whatever.
I've been around,
but I didn't connect dots. I didn't know as many people as I know now. But I would see the 265 every fucking where. I mean, all kinds of characters. Some people when they do merch, it's their crew, it's their team, it's a circle, and they do it right, and it may bleed out a little bit. Yeah. Yours bled so many different areas, different spots. I don't care if it was bought. I just kept seeing it. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was really a clothing line.
So it is a clothing line.
Well, you know where I'm going.
But no, real talk.
Okay.
I didn't say it was a clothing line, but if it's a clothing line,
but I think it's more. I think it's more lifestyle, and people wanted to brand themselves with your clothing line.
So what if you didn't have to call it anything? What if you just call it something you would buy because it's quality and it looks dope, right? So put it this way: you're an intelligent man, you would say, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're an intelligent man.
So.
Do you limit who knows you're intelligent?
Do I personally limit? Yeah. No, I will. I'm not trying to show anybody that I'm intelligent.
No, but I'm saying are you purposely making sure certain people don't know you're intelligent?
Oh, no, I wouldn't mute it. No.
Okay, so I wouldn't mute the shit I'm doing either. Mm-hmm. So if someone asks me a question, I'm gonna make sure you know it's dope.
Right.
All right. So if you run up on me and say, "What's this hat?" I don't care if I met you at TSU, Texas A&M, Howard University, NYU, Columbia, whatever. You're gonna see the embroidery. You're gonna see the meaning behind the shit. You're gonna see the quality, and I'm gonna let you know that not only is it dope, but it's gonna last you some time. So that $30 you spend with me, it's like spending $150 because it's gonna last you the lifetime of 5 hats. I've washed it, I've dried it, hot, cold. It's gonna last. I've used the real Velcro, not the bullshit, hook and loop shit.
Right.
I do my actual research,
right? Because
I don't want to waste your time or your money because that's disrespectful,
right?
Right. So what you get at the end of the day is someone who's very confident about what they're putting out, and it's not. I'm not unsure when I'm like get the hoodie. Oh, Yves, it's $50. I'm like, all right,
yeah.
Cool.
But I
have
guess
the hoodie,
what's
but I
powerful.
must say the quality on the hoodie.
I think what's powerful about it, I'm trying, and I'm giving you a compliment. It may not sound like it.
Thank you.
But I think that if you were selling paper plates that were disposable, I think people would still buy them.
But you know what I do?
It's something that's you're really passionate about, and to a whole community of guys.
Well, let's be real. Who needs paper plates? Guys like from 265 is an apartment,
Right.
and you want paper plates that don't bottom out when the food, when the juices. You want
Wait, that was a bad example.
What I'm saying, but you would reinforce them if you're gonna sell them. You would reinforce them,
Right.
and you let them know that, you know what, I know they look like paper plates, but wash it off and put it back. You can use it again.
Yeah.
You know.
And see, to add to Corey's point too, the fact that everything you were doing with it, it looked so like people were gravitating to it instantly. The moment he seen it, he was like, "Wait, it's here. God damn it! Is he competing with Sean John?" And
Well,
mentally, you probably
have to.
Mentally, you probably were.
You have to.
But at the same time, when you're looking at it from a standpoint of like, okay, wait a minute, like you're looking at like, wait, this guy's here. Now it becomes localized, and it's like,
Well, it was the story behind it that made me like, yeah, I need. What's he selling me?
Okay, let's put it this way. You guys are right here doing this podcast right now. I told you guys I was very excited, right? I'm excited. I don't care if you had 1 million or 1 follower. I'm excited because it's you guys, right?
Absolutely.
So the first thing you do with your brand is try to be the brand.
Exactly.
Try to be a representation of what you're selling or what you're, promoting. All right. Now, outside of that, they can't take you home with them, right?
exactly.
Okay. So then you have to make the shit an extension of your actual core values.
Richard Pryor?
Well, he might.
That's another story. I was talking about this toy. That's a bad joke.
Quincy
Never
Jones.
mind.
Hold on.
Yeah, Quincy Jones got us all fucked up.
Excuse us. Okay, but really, you want someone to take that thing home, and if they don't remember who you are, they may remember what you're about through that item they took home. That's just being proud of what you. You can be proud in the bedroom. You can be proud when you rap. You can be proud anywhere. But have some pride in what the fuck you're doing, right? So I decided to spend a little bit more money on the front end to get the quality. So I can get the return buyers on the back end. Because I don't like answering questions. Some people don't care about that. Some people don't mind when someone says, "Is it good quality?" That's horrible. I feel horrible when people have to doubt that.
They don't have to ask, but your return buyers, but don't have to ask you that.
You never got to ask me that.
Yeah.
Just ask what color.
Yeah.
And it's always machine washable, man. People got to wash things. Party hard. I want you to party in my shit. You heard?
Machine wild.
And see,
I love it.
And then the fact that you're also pushing it so hard, hype beasts turn around and figure out, wait, this is what everybody's doing? I'm getting that.
What gave you the foresight, though? I do want to ask that. What gave you the foresight to go, let me focus on, even though I'm doing music, I'm doing this, let me hone in on this.
See, baby, this is what we call a good question. And I've never had to tell anybody this because no one ever asked me. My homeboy Kenneth Earl Winfrey. That's my nigga. 265. He's like the closest thing I have to a big brother here, outside of my actual brothers. I went to his crib when he moved out of 265, and I was like, look, man, we had been through so much college history shit. I was like, look, I'm gonna make sure people never forget 265 because it changed my life, and the story can change other people's lives. He was like, man, shut up. No, I mean, literally. I mean, it couldn't have been more curt than that. Right. Man, shut up, pour the Ciroc. It was that quick, but you have to, I know him, so I was just like, in my mind, I'm like, I'll show you. I'm gonna do this.
Beautiful.
This is your conscience. You know what I'm saying? So I did it, and he started seeing it like, oh, this is dope. I'll get a hat. I got him a hat. Now he's like, holy shit, you actually did this shit. And what it took was this, man. Like you said, the consistency. When someone tells you I'm not buying it, when you sell someone your price and like, oh, that's too much, that's their perception. I'm actually selling you for 40. I feel like I'm worth 50. I was actually discounting this shit.
Yeah,
I think very highly of myself.
The difference between going to Forever 21 every single weekend to go to the
This ain't a Gassi.
versus going
Yeah.
to Nordstrom, Saks, whatever, every 2 months, you're good.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to go to the mall every single weekend to buy a
This is gonna last. You can wash it, all that.
You buy quality every
Absolutely.
single time. You go to the mall every so often.
I did that to memorialize and to commemorate a moment in time, and a moment in time can be celebrated. So 265, every time you get that, it's a holiday. What makes you stop and make a holiday?
Indeed.
I mean, seriously, what calls for it?
Well, in America, usually it was a crime.
Look at that.
Crimes usually.
And then it was a big travesty, and then they start celebrating.
They're like, hey, guys, it looks really nice. We should spin this.
Yes.
Memorial
I think
Day.
Patrice O'Neal was headed on the bullseye. I think 9/11 is going to be a national holiday at some point.
What do you think colonial PR was like? How do you think they spun the pilgrimage?
It's just. Ooh.
How do you think they spun that one?
Ooh.
So we got to find another word for smallpox,
I think
chicken
this
pox,
one-
pox.
Yes.
Because of that question, I don't think this one's going to be able to be uploaded.
They'll take it down. Okay, well,
Blinking
Real
reasons.
quick.
we'll have to black market it. But no, really, I did it because it was important. And if you feel that about yourself, why not?
Exactly.
I incorporated it. My lawyer was like, do this. I did the papers, and I started saying it more. Fabulous, F-A-B-O. You say things, people. If you say things in the right context, in the right environment, it has the right image.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What made the inspiration behind this apartment number to move everything that you're doing up to now?
I didn't rap in Queens at all.
Okay.
I wasn't interested in music. I was interested in listening to it, but not creating it. I didn't have any goals. I didn't have any future. It's really depressing to say now, but I can't imagine myself thinking past 22, 23 at the age of 17. And if it sounds depressing, just understand that's the black plight. I've never thought as far into the future as I have now. So coming here, I realized you get here, it's like, oh shit, there's actual years. Mm-hmm. Like you can live. And I rap. I didn't plan on rapping. I just started writing. Literally, I took the pressure of the streets off, and my eyes were opened up to things. Kind of like if you take your backpack off, not that you were planning to, but you actually realize you can run faster, And I'm eternally thankful to that room and the people there for supporting me. I had a bad story there where Omar Candlestick almost kicked me out of the room because I was early and we were playing Halo and the dude just kept popping shit from the other room. I was busting his fucking ass, man. I was busting his ass. I was talking shit about it too, you know what I mean?
Now I got to play you in Halo.
Well, anyway, I haven't played Halo, but we can do that Call of Duty though. But
Don't play.
See?
We'll get into that
he
conversation.
don't want no real bullets, Curry. He don't want no real shells. I remember anyway.
Robots and aliens is my steel.
You have personal feelings towards him.
It's
But
like fuck, it's an actual person.
he hit me. He was like, yo, like Yves, man, like yo, hey, relax, stop talking. I was like, relax, we're playing a video game, man. You getting your ass kicked, eat shit, I mean, you know what it is. So then he said something crazy. I don't remember what it was. And I went into the other room like, all right, like chill. And I was like, all right, look, stop yelling. I'm gonna walk away. When I turn my back, don't yell no more. Because when your back is turned and someone's yelling, And then he yelled, and there was a blackout moment. And I kind of snapped back into it, and my hand was around his throat. And I remember my homegirl Evelyn, she had Delta, and Omar was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I just remember like, yo, how much time has passed? And I had like a death grip on him. And Omar was like, yo, you can't stay here. And I realized that type of second chance, that type of understanding, coming where I'm from, is something that I need to respect. Right. I need to understand that these people actually are invested, even if just a little bit, in seeing me be better than how I am now. Most people would be like, oh, fuck y'all. But like, actually, no. They wouldn't say that if they didn't care about me being better than this, And I ended up apologizing to the dude, and I was just better from that point.
Yeah, y'all still breaking bread.
I was just better from that point.
Right.
But I had the opportunity to not be better.
Absolutely.
And some people would have supported those actions. Where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Like they were like, yeah, he was talking shit, beat his ass.
So no, you say that. We're gonna steer real quick. Come right back. Lonzo Ball. Right. This is way off. I know it's way off key, but it kind of ties back in. I like the kid, yeah. I do too. Mm-hmm. What do you think about everyone kind of getting on him for not like stepping in like certain fights and things like that? Like I see a lot of people encourage
fights.
Like,
what fights? Lonzo? So on the court.
Remember there was one where he's walking off the court. I think it might have been one of his teammates, Caldwell Pope. I'm not sure who. I can't remember. But they started fighting and he kind of walked by it.
Let's be 100% honest. This is everybody who wants to just do this whole blanket shit. Oh, you think? Not everybody's a fighter, man.
Right.
Not everybody's built like that.
Right.
Not everybody's interested. And more importantly, he don't love that nigga. No, seriously, he does.
He just.
Why would he do it? Does he love him?
Right.
Is that his man?
Right.
Is that his friend? You think he's gonna risk his? It just doesn't work like that.
Right.
So people got to get off that.
Yeah.
You got to get all the way off that. Know who you got, know who you don't got.
Yeah.
And whoever was fighting, if you fighting, expect to fight alone. I don't care if 3 niggas jump on you.
I don't
expect to fight alone.
I don't want anyone jumping in. I don't want you taking on my beef.
Look, what I'm saying is, do not get in any altercation.
Thinking someone's gonna jump in there with you, expecting that.
Do it.
Yeah.
Anything else is a bonus.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So
House money.
It's I have one problem though with Alonzo. It's not even a problem. It's just like let's just do a little reading first.
Oh, his top 5.
Nah, he just said some shit about Nas.
Yeah.
See, I'm looking into the bottom of the glass for peace.
Yeah.
And they told me you can't find any answers at the bottom of these glasses.
Yeah.
But I'm looking anyway. It's just
He shit on Queen.
It's not that you don't like it. It's just that I know he hasn't really listened.
Yeah.
He hasn't listened. No way he listened.
Well, I mean, yeah, and also you got to look at the age. There's a generational gap. I
don't care about that. Don't speak until you've listened. That's what I'm saying. I gave him. I'll give you don't have to like it, like I said.
Yeah. Just at least say it. I haven't heard.
I mean, okay, look at it this way.
That's a better.
Look at it this way. Remember, you're growing up. Your parents are listening to something. It's not whatever the fuck you trying to listen to right now. You're trying to listen to Nas. You're trying to listen to Pac. You're trying to listen to Big. You ain't listening to
But we respected
the
it though.
OJs.
But we respected it though.
Yeah. But I mean, you're not gonna shit on it because
you're smart enough to know that.
Your parents is gonna fuck you up.
Or the fact, or you just know
silly.
you haven't dabbled enough to actually have your own opinion.
Imagine them interviewing Kobe Bryant. It was like, man, that movie made it was very reminiscent to like 1984 when Dr. J did. Yeah, he wasn't as good as Michael Jordan or some weird shit like that. Like Kobe knew his history. He knew the Havliceks. He knew the Birds. He knew all that. So even if I didn't know, I started to respect him because if you're gonna get into a craft, you should know. If you're an artist, you need to know who Van Gogh and Angelo. You need to know these guys. That's just, of course.
We were just talking about artists. And the fact about the reason why artists are so good is that an artist then and a true artist now are very important because the spirit of artistry doesn't die. It's passed on.
Never.
And you recognize it in the artist before and the artist after.
Right.
That's why there's a certain respect. So my problem with...
You're right on.
It's like a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the problem with Lonzo doing that is that, well, you're a lot of things, but you're definitely not one of the guys.
Yeah.
You're not one of the guys because one of the guys is not going to say, Nas. You're not going to say it. And if you do, okay, put it this way, at the least you're going to be like, well, I don't know enough to speak. But this whole thing where people form opinions
immediately or
without any...
Yeah.
What is his full name, bro? Just tell me what is his full name before you say... Maybe he doesn't know.
Yeah.
I love him as a basketball player. I love his poise. He's shown at UCLA. I love the way he handles the pressure with his father and people... I just wish people would understand you don't have to answer every question.
Right.
Indeed.
He does a good job of answering every question, and usually it's really very, very politically. He responds in a very diplomatic.
Not this time. He felt that way.
Exactly. Yeah, and he said that Nas is washed, but he said that on his show. He said that on his show where
I watched that show, bro. I started watching that show.
Yeah, I
hearing
watched
that again. I can tell.
Yeah, Nas is washed.
You faked no love. You get the slug. See before Augusto. Your luck low. I didn't know till I was drunk though.
Yeah,
that was
firm.
That was the message.
Yeah, well, I'm way off.
It was written.
Yeah. Well.
Oh no, that was firm days though.
Yeah, but that was definitely it was written.
Yeah, I'm just saying like it's one of those things to where like.
See, I wouldn't have picked that one up.
Gotcha.
My brother, man, taught me that song, and when I got it wrong, he would open up. That's when album covers had lyrics in the book.
Yep.
And he'll open it up and be like, look, you got to get it right. Shoe Nazi on Instagram. He got me. He sends me designer shoes. I mean, this queen shit like that. You ain't looking right. Like this. But you got to understand. You guys do what you do, knowing that someone else did this maybe better in another form, or did it well before. And the spirit of journalism, the spirit of podcasting, didn't start with podcasting.
Exactly.
It started with true, genuine curiosity. And that's the spirit of journalism.
And that's heck. I mean, even when I was young, reading magazines, it was because of that curiosity.
Yes.
Me wanting to know a little bit more about whomever it is I was listening to.
Can we develop a term? Can we develop a term called informed curiosity? That is a very informed curiosity is not questions for the sake of questions.
Can I take credit for that word?
You want to take credit for it?
Yeah, just say I came up with that.
Okay, Wikipedia. Can we get some footnotes? If Wikipedia is listening, if Wikipedia is listening, can we get a just you hear us? No, informed curiosity is the best type.
Yeah,
because when you're informed, you ask the right questions.
that's true.
Absolutely.
That's true.
It's not, hey Eve, man, what's up, man? So, what do you like for lunch? I can be like, come on, y'all. So like, yeah, the mic come like, seriously?
Like, for real? That's what we're doing?
Can I ask you guys some questions?
That's up. Go ahead.
Why not?
Like, I honestly like, and it may seem weird, I want to know how the other half lives. I've been living in such the minority, like no 9 to 5, no nothing conventional, no nothing conventional, and also this whole thing of like I'll spit at my boss. Literally, I got fired from Best Buy trying to punch one of these motherfuckers in the face. Like there is no filter. It was like a week, bro.
Wait, okay.
I didn't even have my blue shirt yet.
What year was this?
I was working at the box. It was like 2007. And I was working at the box. I was like, look, man, I have this other gig, so I need a very strict schedule. They're like, okay, cool. So I came in. I was wearing some polo chinos. They had some ducks on them. You know, polo does that. I had some ducks on. I was some chucks. And
I'm not fashionable, so I'm
what do you mean fashionable? Come on.
I'm not fashionable.
Come on, man. This nigga. You should see his haircut. This dude's all with the fashion.
I cut my own hair. I'm like so.
Just because
like,
you know me is not fashionable.
Yeah.
That's a non-starter right there.
Corey got some swag too. You know what I'm saying?
You know. So anyway, the dude tells me, I can't. He said, "Oh, you can't come to work. This isn't a rap video."
Wow.
Wait, you were working at the box?
No, at Best Buy.
Best Buy. Okay.
Bro, I had on Chucks, khaki pants with some ducks on them. I was fly. I didn't have my actual work shirt no more. So he brought me to the back and he just kept popping more shit. And I just like instinctively swung at him. And the manager, his name is Greg Rundell, I think at the time. Dude's like 6'4", tall, just tall for no reason. Caught my arm and he just looked at me like, you gotta go, right? He just looked at me like, I think he was just like, yeah, I would have slid him too. I think in his mind he was just like, but he was like, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
He didn't say you're fired. He's just like,
I can't let you down here, you know.
But that's why I can't exist in those things because I can't turn that off.
Right.
Is it because of passion or is it?
It's because of basic wrongs.
Yeah.
A basic wrong.
Yeah.
You hit me with this isn't a rap video?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Like that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's not going to rub me the wrong way.
So I was just like,
the thing is, I know with the 9 to 5 corporate America.
Am I undisciplined?
No, that would be considered undisciplined. But
Yeah.
you could fight it back, but it's a longer fight in areas like that.
I need them to feel the real shit.
Yeah.
I don't want no spanks on the wrist. I need to understand that people feel. So you're gonna feel.
Right.
And I'm glad I didn't, because I definitely would have been in jail, prison.
Right.
And because that would have been
no, not prison.
No, that would have been like multiple charges.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know what
Man,
I'm
that's
saying?
right.
Like,
man, I wish we could
see-
play the other.
You see how that
yes,
does that? So
yes.
that's what we're gonna be thinking about. So I'm just like, man, I was actually lucky to have that. But what my question is, I revere people who deal with that on a daily basis, and I know it sounds like I may be patronizing them, but that type of strength is a whole nother type of strength.
I'm gonna give it to you like this.
Yeah.
The fact that you are in a place where you're in a space where you're not working a 9 to 5. You're conventional, and you have to, the things that you do regulate how much money you're getting.
It's such a trap, E. It's a trap.
Wait, but you have to get off your ass and get it. The difference is, it's a comfortable level, and it's still you go to work and you bust your ass. I'm not trying to say that, but it's a consistent. If I show up,
you mean entrepreneurship's a trap?
No. He's talking about the situation I'm not familiar with.
So the fact that I can go to a job and I can clock in, and now until I clock out, I'm making guaranteed money. Now,
but that reality is a trap. But that reality is a trap. That's what I'm saying.
That is in itself is a trap because you get comfortable there. That's a comfort level.
Can I interject? I don't think you're comfortable. I think you're just like, I think people just need to know things sometimes. People just need things spelled out sometimes.
Indeed.
I don't think they're comfortable.
And it also makes other people in their circle comfortable.
Yes.
You know, there's that level of
I
security.
can invite him to dinner.
Well, yeah. Well,
he has that 9 to 5.
I was saying the same thing.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
not,
we are,
not
yeah.
just that. It's I know he's not going to need anything because he has that.
But he needs so much more in different ways. But
Absolutely.
Well, I think the trap.
That's the mirror. That's the mirror conversation at that point.
Yeah.
Are you going personally? Are you going to say to yourself, "I want more," or am I fine with where I am? And at some point in time, you're going to reach that junction, and there's no going back once you go left or right.
But I was just having this conversation, David. This is amazing. I was just having a conversation why artists are so respected. True artists are respected because fuck your fear.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And then if you're actually the artist who makes the commercial money, you're a deity. You're a deity because you've beat the system.
Sinatra, you did it your own way.
Boy, I mean, literally, you made something from nothing because there is I'm not doing this. People wake up every day and say, I hate this job. But there's dudes who wake up and say, I hate this job, and they create another job. And then they hire the people who gave them jobs before or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They get higher in the hierarchy. And I think a lot of people romanticize this idea, but they don't actually have the nuts to make it real.
Here's who sets the trap. I think it's definitely that's the American, they call it a dream.
No, the American dream is working as little as possible, making the most.
That's the trap.
Okay.
So that's why immigrants, people come out of the country, their mind is set on entrepreneurship, setting up this shop, and that's no question to
It's
them.
capitalism.
Yeah, that's why
you're gonna get it.
that's why they're excited.
Yeah.
But here, it's everything's set up for you. We talk about this all the time. It's set up for you to go to school, paying back loans, getting married or divorced,
Easy.
coming out of
Make it
pocket.
very easy if you do.
Home ownership, 30 years. Like, come on. Like, people get scared of getting into a cell phone contract for 2 years.
I'm prepaid, Pop. I'm prepaid on it.
Not anymore, baby.
We get back. We gonna jump out that motherfucker. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Look, man.
No commitments.
Hey, when that phone call gets a little fuzzy,
Yeah.
you're not gonna fix it.
So with all
Try
those,
somebody
with all
else,
those
go ahead.
small elements, we could probably expound on those more.
Yeah.
But all those elements lead to that looking a little, that the trap we're talking about
Yeah.
looking a little more sexy. But I still think the trap too comes back to your mind, and because just because you're an entrepreneur doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be happy, because everybody's not built to do what you're doing.
You're not.
Right? So sometimes you got to look at what you're okay with, what you're happy with, and if that's what you're happy with, do that. Just because this looks good, and everyone kind of reveres it and all that kind of stuff, don't mean you need to go chase that. You just got to find your place.
It's one of those things to where I call it finding a starting point, because I feel like no matter what you're doing, you should find a way to level up. Because if not, you can't be static. You're either going this way or that way. You know what I'm saying? So find a place where you can start comfortably from to start building from.
And now, as far as to relate that to people that have jobs, they see that and they understand that there's positions that they can level up.
Yeah.
There's different aspirations for different people, different strokes for different folks, however you want to put it. A person may wake up one day and say, "Hey, I need to go," and what I call the system: going to school, graduate college, get a job, get the promotion,
Get the
retire.
house,
You
just forgot how wife and kids. What's wrong with you?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
the actual matrix. The
yeah,
real actual matrix.
it's the system that everybody wants to see. Well, and I wouldn't say that everybody, but your typical.
Somebody gotta wake up.
Oh shit! It's 11:50.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Hey, 10 minutes. 10 minutes till I gotta make my shit public on SoundCloud.
No. And what's going on now? You guys may be hearing this later, but a good Catholic boy
A good Catholic boy. Baby.
it's actually out right now. So if you're listening to
That
this
is right now.
if you're going out right now, if you're listening to this right now, go to where can they go? Tidal,
Right now, I'm gonna do it on SoundCloud a little bit early.
SoundCloud earlier.
Hey, can I be real with y'all? Can I tell y'all something, man?
Why would you not?
I'm not. I mean, of course I could be real with you. I understand that. What's very important for me is that, people keep getting caught up in their losses. Y'all play sports at all ever?
I do all the time. Yeah.
Okay. I was taught to have a short-term memory.
That's good in sports.
You make a shot, forget about it. You miss a shot,
Forget about it.
Because nobody gives a fuck about your last shot. They don't care about your last project. They don't care about your last victory. Especially not today.
Lately?
What have you done for me lately? And really, like, That's what creates the pace. That's what keeps you running forward, leaning forward, because it's always your next thing. And a good Catholic boy is this, man. I'm gonna say it right now. I never said to nobody before. My next project is called The Young Pope. And have you ever watched it on HBO? You should watch it. I want you to watch it now.
I got HBO now.
But it's called The Young Pope because, man, the best leaders are the ones who've walked through the most shit.
Great.
I'm just leave it right there. The best leaders are the ones who treaded the most shit because they got the most to tell you.
Yeah.
There's no bias.
That you can't disagree with that because
you can have some opinions, but you can't disagree.
You can say, but you come out looking like an asshole.
Well, yeah. The only thing you could say is the people who have the most experience.
But they usually walk through the most shit. Though.
Yeah, you can't walk through no. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's okay, and I'll bring up Marcellus because I learned a lot from him. Working out with him, you work out and then you feel this horrible pain afterwards, but that's how you level up.
Yes,
you don't get those gains without the pain. You don't level the fuck up without going through something uncomfortable. You must go through, and it goes back to the fear shit. You don't get past that.
He has no idea, Corey. I want you to finish this. You have no idea how much I have to tell you about the project that we're talking about.
Okay, now that you brought it up.
See what I did there? See what I did?
Yeah. I thought it was pretty awesome, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I had the album done. I recorded it with George Young. 10 tracks. I recorded the whole album 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
George Young.
Yeah.
No, the best guy in Houston.
You're right. I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking. Blow.
No. Like George Young.
Yeah. sorry.
Would that be a little like weird?
George.
Why you making oh shit, bitch! I heard this shit is dope. My bad.
That was good.
Yeah,
that was good. I like what I see. Dope, Blow, George Young, the Boston George. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
But I recorded the whole shit. No hooks on this whole album. Not a single hook. Did you know that?
This is my album. This is my kind.
There's no hooks. It's literally everything's
It's just
raps.
Any breaks? Any like talking breaks?
Yes.
Okay.
And the raps, the only breaks are 4 stanzas by one of my good friends, Andre Kahn Jr. And he uses his voice. This guy could do voiceovers for the movies, like in a time. He's the guy who could do that. You know what I mean? He did "If" by Rudyard Kipling, and "If" is a poem every man needs to listen to. And "If" is about full accountability, no complaints. And
accountability.
The whole thing is broken up by that poem in 4 stanzas. And I said, I just need your voice. And I left it to him, to what he's going to do. And he just connected with the album. He said, I'm going to do this. And this whole album starts in 1997. I was 12.
Oh, I already like this.
The title track is called 1997.
Nice.
And it ends up, the first track starts in 1997. The last track ends up 5 days after Charlottesville. So the last one's it's called Blood on My 88s. A dude called me a nigger 5 days after Charlottesville in Houston. I made an example out of him. I'm not proud. You listen to the song.
No, real quick.
But
88.
The Jordans. I had blood on my 88s. Yeah.
I knew there were shoes. I wasn't connecting. In 88, that was the second
free throw line Jordan.
So that was the snakeskin. No, that was
those are the threes. The all white threes. The cement threes.
I'm sorry about that.
Where the white cement. See, baby, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know nothing about. I never bought a pair of Jordans ever. That's crazy.
We're gonna change that because I got the play. I got a free pair of Jordans to give away at Fox Hollow a few times.
Shit.
Wildin'.
Yeah.
Tim's and
Tim's
you are Tim. You need. They owe you some money.
Tim's and Crocs is Corey.
Yes.
But the project, like I said, is art for art's sake, bro.
Nah, that's dope. So let me ask you
I
this.
already love this album.
Yeah.
Were you was it a point where you were just kind of like making songs and then said, let me put this together, or you were like, I want to tell this story?
That's the thing. No, I was making songs that are gonna be on other projects, but I was doing these stream of conscious things in between, and then I realized, damn man, like I like this a lot. I like this more than anything else I'm doing. I should take the chance of other people liking it as well.
Can I tell you something?
It's not for everybody. It's for who,
And this is gonna be a little bit off topic, but
fuck it, let's do it.
The way I'm hearing you talk, and Corey mentioned this to I believe you said this to D-Lo.
Big shout out to my boy D-Lo.
The way you're talking, is that of somebody that is already there.
I am there.
People just ain't caught up yet.
I am there, but that's how you gotta be. Let me ask you a question. You know, big shout out to Ron Leclerio, Chuck Vance, Cardozo basketball. Big shout out to Peter Chosiaru. You know what I'm saying? Cardozo basketball, varsity to junior varsity. When you shoot a shot, man, you already saw it going in. It's simple. You don't shoot the shot unless you saw it going in. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you can't understand that, you ain't made the hit shots. You don't take that shot unless you already saw it going in. Things can happen, but you take the shot knowing it's already in. You already counted the 2 points.
Boom.
That's how I feel.
3 points.
3.
If you're talking about me, you know,
4 if it's an and one.
You know,
What position you play?
Point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm a little bigger now. So but I'm a basketball player, so I know how to go down, box out, I know how to play the block.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, why would I speak like anything else? Ask yourself that.
Exactly.
I'm there. You want me? Should I talk like an amateur? Should I talk like somebody who don't?
Yeah.
How do you get out of the mindset of somebody who is, I guess, in that transition of trying to figure that shit out?
Yeah, I give a lot of good advice, but I don't know because I've never been there. Mm-hmm. Like really, man, I've been.
So was it one day you woke up and you was just like,
well, can I be honest with you? I never had the chance. I never had the luxury of feeling like that. I was under 5 feet. Okay, so the first song, 1997, pardon me, starts off saying, barely 5 feet, violence in my veins, what a scary IV. I wasn't even 5 feet. You understand that how small, like, so you don't really have the chance to be an underdog. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And
you clever dude, man. I know having sex in the shower, I'm fucking fresh that's a line.
Sex in the shower, I'm fucking fresh. Yeah. That's sincerely Yves.
Yeah, that's some clever shit.
And what I'm saying is that type of self-doubt's a fucking luxury. Because when you're in the water, can I swim? Should I do a back?
Delusions of grandeur. I think it could be a good thing. But I think you have to have talent.
For me, it's not a delusion. Right.
Right.
I know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
You're
right.
Like I know what's going on. Like I said, I'm not competing with the peanut gallery. I know what's going on.
It's only a delusion if you don't get there.
Look. Whether I get there or not, you can talk about commercial. You can talk about whatever. Mm-hmm. But you can put the lyrics up. And the reason why I'm saying this, because I'm not doubting you, and the reason why I can say this to you, because your confidence isn't manufactured. So nothing I'm gonna say is gonna throw that shit off. Yeah, really. Like I've been physically punched in the face.
Yeah,
I've been jumped by 7 men.
I've never been punched in the face.
Seriously?
I've ran from fights.
No, I've been beaten bloody.
I've been punched in the face with glasses on.
And
then jumped by 4 dudes.
I've run.
That's horrible.
It was horrible. It was the most embarrassing day of my life.
This is like
he broke the shits. And then he had for his 4 homeboys. Now mind you, I'm like 3 foot. I'm walking out of elementary. Okay, fuck it. Here I am talking about this shit.
Let's go. Come on.
Anyways, walking out of Turner, taking my ass to walking down the street in the trade. So if you know where Turner is, I'm hitting Rosedale.
That sounds like I went to St. Mary's when I came here.
I went to St. Mary's.
Rosedale. So I know, Rosedale.
I got it. There's another story for that, but that's another time. Yeah. So I'm talking about the time I got jumped. I'm walking down. This dude's waiting for me. I don't see his homeboys. I just see him. Waiting there. He's looking like I'm get your punk ass. Man, I'm just going home. What the fuck is you talking about?
With your back?
Yeah, I'm super nervous. I got the
bifocals.
The bifocals in my shit.
We seen the TBTs.
Yeah, that shit. I look like fucking Opie.
Thursday.
You know what I'm saying? My curls were a lot bigger, so it looked. Yeah. Anyways.
And the Jufro.
Yeah, bad. So he sees me, blam, blasts me. I'm on the floor, and then 3 other dudes is just having a beautiful time stumping the shit out of me. Thank God for Jermaine fucking Austin. Thank God for that man.
Man, that begs the question.
What's up?
What problem could 4 men have with you at that time?
Right?
I thought.
Shit! It's midnight.
Apparently, I thought I was special.
What we gonna do?
I gotta make my shit public.
Go ahead, do it.
Make my shit public.
We're gonna come right back. We're gonna come right back.
No. We don't keep rocking. No, keep
all right,
rocking.
let's keep rocking.
Hold on.
But I think
it is public already. It is public already.
Nice.
Can we do this right now?
Yeah,
let's do it right now. Hold on. Hold on. Let's
do it.
We gonna make it live, baby. We gonna make it.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
We live, baby.
Hey, look, we out here right now, man.
We live, baby. Yeah.
Baby, David, Rich, A good Catholic boy is out right now. I'm working. We lit. We good.
Nice.
Look, man, I want to tell you something super important that I don't think a lot of people talk about. The thing you said about the confidence thing.
Right. It's not manufactured.
What else is there without
No,
it? No,
there's menu. I think I have a good sense of discernment with that, right? With phony, right?
Uh-huh.
And
My shit's like frozen, bro. I think the whole shit just went to shit. I don't even know it.
Okay, we have.
You're turning me off from getting the new iPhone.
nah, that's anything. It's just sorry. It's just midnight.
Hold on. It's just midnight.
You wanna
What?
you wanna sign in with mine?
Y2K.
It's just I don't. Y2K. Seriously?
That's funny.
You gonna take it back to?
That's funny. You was like 7 years old.
Yo, this is wild. Like this shit's frozen, baby.
You know how to
Oh, you streaming live? You just do it like that?
Picture.
Yeah, I
No,
got you.
baby, it's not. It's
Yeah, I
this
got
shit's
you.
frozen.
I got you.
It's frozen for real, Kobe.
I know.
It's live right now, so hello.
Good Catholic boy is out.
Right now.
Midnight, right now. Easy Saint, SoundCloud.
It's on SoundCloud right now. Just go to SoundCloud, search Easy Saint. Yeah, you did it.
Power back on now.
Okay, cool. Look, no, but really though, since he's doing
It
it,
did the whole reset, so we're waiting.
false confidence, right? False confidence. You'll see it when you get punched in the fucking face. Seriously, that's all it takes. It's an easy test. It's a litmus test.
Yeah. Right. But that might be confidence in fighting.
No. And I'm metaphorical.
Gotcha. Okay.
Metaphorical.
I caught up. Sorry about that. All these choking stories, I got confused.
No, okay, because think about it. What could I do? What can I really do when I don't have any big cosigns? Right? I know people. It's there, baby. I made it public.
It's not there.
I made it
Man,
public.
Do one more.
listen.
I'll do it again. Yeah.
it's
But I mean, you can't like it's there. There's no way to step around it.
No.
There's no way to step around it. And at the end of the day, you're gonna see me right now, right? Do I feel like I believe in what I'm doing?
Absolutely.
Well, that's okay. This is what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I can't stand when I see players in the NBA and they get interviewed and like, when I was 7, I just knew I was gonna be in. I was like, I knew that shit too.
You thought you were gonna be an astronaut? You thought you were gonna be a doctor?
Thank you.
And play center for the
I
Lakers.
work for Verizon Wireless. God damn it, my shit ain't come true. So that's all I'm saying. Like, so now it seems like a delusion of grandeur, but I really believed it. I guess, and that was my point. I was truly confident, but I see it. Yours is ascending in the right way, so I think that it's going.
I mean, because
gonna
here's
play-
what it is. Here's what it
play
is,
out.
G. When you're making something and you're actually making it, that's the truth. Everything before and after that, that's the lie.
Yeah.
The truth is the part where you're doing it and it's magical, it's perfect. You have to reconnect with that.
But I still think you're the type of person that probably had supreme confidence when you weren't as good as you are now.
But bro, I was under 5 feet. I was short and skinny. No, seriously, I was short and skinny.
No, I'm talking about your craft. I'm talking about.
I didn't start off rapping. I just knew that what I was doing was confident, and I just, like I said, I compared myself to the greats. I
Right.
wasn't doing this whole thing where I'm good for.
You wouldn't see, okay, now if you saw yourself now that the under 5 foot guy, right?
I'd say he's crazy. He's way too confident.
That's what people see.
No,
but
he
you can't care.
But he was
Is
too confident. Like he was like violently
I
confident.
think there's an advantage of that.
Okay, here, take this.
I think there's an advantage.
Oh, wait, I didn't do it yet. My bad. Sorry. Go ahead, Pop.
No, go ahead. You want to do it one more time?
Nah, no, it's there. It's
It's not on SoundCloud.
it says I made it. It says make private now because it's public. So just, I mean, hey, they'll just have to wait till the morning. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. Everyone will be okay.
Right.
Yeah, but you get it. Yeah, come on.
Yeah. No, but yeah. Basically, I think that there's an advantage to having that type of delusion. Has a bad connotation, but I think there is an advantage to really have that supreme faith in yourself, whether it folds or not.
Corey, let me ask you a question. Michael Jordan scores how many points with the flu?
I don't remember how many in the flu game. Now.
A lot of
I just
them.
remember him.
There's a
hugging
sneaker
Scottie
dedicated
Pippen.
to it, right?
Yes.
Yes, the Jordan 12s,
Yeah.
black with the red accent.
Right.
Guess what? Nobody should be playing basketball with the flu.
Do you know the real story? You know he was really drunk.
Guess what? Let me tell you something. You know what doesn't matter to me? You know what doesn't matter to me? Because I got the moral of the story.
Right.
I performed the Houston Press Awards
Right.
with food poisoning.
Right.
Do you understand when you open your mouth with food poisoning, there's a chance to throw up every time? The fact that if you commit yourself to a task,
Yeah.
if you commit yourself to a task, you may fuck up. But if you really commit yourself, you may just do something you thought you couldn't do.
I don't disagree with that that thought at all. And I think that, like you said, when you open your mouth, you could throw up at any point. But when you have that supreme confidence, or What
in
type
through your
of
nose, out through your mouth.
I'm trying to. What does that mean? And that's breathing in and out.
Yeah, like you.
Got you. But common knowledge or common thought is like, hey, look, food poisoning, you need to be in the bed.
Nah.
Right. See,
Because
you can't even shake it now. You still got.
the reason why I say nah is because it's like there's motherfuckers who didn't go to sleep, who didn't go home. And I say flu game, he could have been drunk.
I don't know. That's why. That's
I don't care what it is. The message
I
I got was you got to go to work.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if he was sick, had herpes. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All I know is that you got work to do. And he was not okay. I'll put it that way.
No, not at all.
Right.
And I played ball drunk, and that's just the same thing. It's horrible.
Yeah, that's got to be horrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
So, honestly, man, we should just call it the Serious Man podcast.
Yeah.
It's for serious men. And, if you want to get into a serious arena, you're not going to be a serious man, put on a fucking skirt, and maybe we'll ask you on a date. Niggas want like bitches, man. Like, seriously.
I'll pass on the date. But I may pay for their nail polish.
I'll definitely.
No Eddie Murphy.
I'll pass on the date. You know what I mean?
But sometimes the way they show up, it's like, do you want a date or do you want to, like seriously, man. Like I think some dudes come into shit like this, into a arena like this, and they want to be treated as, they want to be courted.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Who are no? Oh my goodness.
It's a lot of it's a lot of people that will get into it trying to figure out how, and them not knowing how, they're looking for the person that does, and now it's like,
And that turns into a male female relationship. The person who does, okay, well, take care of me.
yeah.
Nah, I'm
Hold my hand.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of that. There is a lot of that. You'll come across literally a lot of people that will say, "Help," and it's not help. It's not
Help.
it's not like that. It's like, show me, help me, bring me,
Well, show me's different.
do for me.
But if it's not gonna show you, do something.
Right.
Now
I really enjoyed talking to you, especially knowing that you're somewhat being a person that's well connected in a major
I
city.
can take a lot of different routes.
Right, but you move individually, even though you're connected to everybody. But you show it's not like I don't need you. You show love, but you still move on your
You gotta
own.
do your own work.
And that's man shit.
And I'll tell you this right now. For me doing that, I've actually gotten more grace from
Why are you pointing your finger?
the guys.
at
He's got some, yeah.
there's a
But I like that.
question about
This also lets me know. Hey man, I want to.
This guy has finger guns aimed at Yves and shit.
People who have shown all the love. Of course, II.VI.V, D-Lo. I just recently met Doman Dinah. Dude is, he's a real neighborhood G, man. That's a neighborhood dude. Of course, Les. We've been going back since whatever.
He's another Brandon Jeans too.
Bun didn't even fucking like me at first. Great dude. Now I can call him for cooking recipes now.
I think he does. I think he just doesn't let people in quick.
No, that's what I realized. This.
Okay, because I don't know him at all. Every time I see him, I'll be thinking about speaking, and I look at this, I'm like, nah, I ain't speaking that name.
I had to introduce myself like 6 to 8 times.
Okay, that's normal.
But now, like, he taught me how to make. I actually make the best lobster mac ever, and this one can attest to it. I mean, I fuck up the lobster mac in the good way. Slim, he's hit me with the features with all for love. Just
that's right. You had a video.
You know what I'm saying?
You had a
Like,
video with Bun too, outside of that sneaker store.
but
over in Rice Village.
sole purpose.
Yeah,
Sole purpose.
that's right.
And like, really, what I can say is that the most attractive thing you can do as a person is do for yourself. It's very attractive.
Chris Rock said it. If you're pushing your car, you get help. You trying to hitchhike, everybody's gonna go by.
Yeah. But if you're actually pushing it,
people want to get out and help. That's just
Yeah.
a natural thing because you're helping yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I learned that, man. I got 2 older brothers, 3 if you count my cousin Derek in Atlanta. Big shout out to my nigga Shoe Nazi, Reg Lotto. You know what I'm saying? Hold your head, my nigga. Fuck parole. Big shout out to my nigga Kenny. You know what I mean? He out here in Houston. But my sister Roxanne. You know what I'm saying? In Harlem. What I'm trying to tell you is, I've been to several fights. I didn't even call none of them.
Yeah.
I'd never call any of them for no fight. And trust me, if I ever do call them for a fight,
They know.
they know that it's
it's something.
it's wear the gear. You know what I mean? So,
I think that's how you want it, though. I mean,
want it
when
like
you
that.
really need it, you want when you call in that favor, you really want it to be impactful.
Let me ask you this, because and then this is a testament to the confidence you have, and I'm gonna talk to you about your humbleness in a second too.
Exactly.
Are you taught this? Is this something that you get from your parents, Or is this is something that you say
It's
this is
intrinsic.
the way it is and this is how it's gonna be?
Okay, that's an important. I gotta answer it like this and like this, like left and right, or just side to side. One, I'm Nigerian, and I'm Nigerian in the sense that my parents are not American. So I'm not just talking about some distant heritage. All right.
So this kind of makes sense. We're talking about immigrants and entrepreneurship. So it makes
Well,
more
see, the
sense.
things that I'm nothing like my parents,
Oh, I got you. Okay.
but I'm also like them in the sense that if you are going to do something, like I said, do it well, right? Also, if you're going to do something, understand it's your choice. My brothers or my family didn't make this choice, so understand your ideas may not align. Okay, so when you set out to do something, understand that you're signing up to do the work, and if you're signing up to do the work, you're signing up to finish the work. That's different. But I'm not saying just start the work.
Key. That's key.
You're
That's
signing up to
key.
finish the work. You see what I'm saying? You okay?
Because people start and maybe
Okay. So you got to see it through, right? So where I got this is from this, man. I was young, man. I'm gonna keep this one a little bit brief, but I ended up getting hit in the back with a brick. Yeah, I fought at the top of the hill from hillside, and it kind of just like trickled down to my front of my house. I got hit with a brick, and I realized I didn't have any more gas to fight, so I had to curl up. Like I was getting hit. The brick like traumatized me, like hitting it like a sense of shock. So I had to curl up, and I was getting kicked, but I was perfectly sound mind, sound body. I realized I'm at home. Like if you can just make it through this, they'll get tired, and even if they don't get tired, you have enough time to think. They're not hitting you hard as they think they're hitting you. Just make it through it. You can, I don't feel ya, but I'm pitch perfect. Now, what I'm saying is, turn it down, baby. Turn it down. What happens is you realize you can make it through a lot more than you thought you could.
Yeah.
And the more life gives you, and the more you realize you can take, the more you realize that it's not that much. Yeah. Now there are levels like death, paralysis. Going dumb, deaf, and blind. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, you can handle anything, bro. Yeah. You can literally handle anything. Mm-hmm. But you have to approach it with that mindset. But I also knew that I was going to be able to come home and people were going to be like, "Oh, are you okay?" Because my mom would have been like, "You should have had your stupid ass inside." My brother would have been like, "You should have not got your bitch ass in the water." My sister said, "You shouldn't have had them stupid ass friends." My older brother would have said, "You should have had." There's always a reason and a way to not deal with that.
Does that build like resentment, or does that build a accountability?
It builds accountability, because here's the thing: I'm still making my choices. Because something went bad doesn't mean I made the wrong choice. It just means I have a different path. You hear me? Mm-hmm. So I'm the smartest person in my family. I got a 1490 on my SAT. Like square business.
But I think that's IQ. I think you have a high EQ.
Exactly, but I also have a high threshold for pain. Well, I didn't know this until I got my ass kicked up and down.
You
the
get
hill.
hit by a brick and you keep going. You got a high
I didn't keep it
threshold
going.
for pain.
The brick crippled me.
Well, no. The fact that you realize
Because you don't want to die. No, you don't
shit
say
ain't as bad as it is.
When it happens, you start realizing, okay, I could. Trust me. When you're presented with the actual option to die, you'll curl up, bro. You'll curl up. You'll just, even if you've never been there, you say, okay, look, I'm just gonna cover my face until things get better. Mm-hmm. It's not a hard option. It's not a complicated choice.
Yeah, it's a survival.
You're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're meant to survive.
And when you get out of it, you realize, yeah. Fuck you doing?
Throw that brick at me again. See what happens. I curl up again on you.
You should have been on Harlem Nights. All I'm saying is, man, like, life comes at you hard and fast. Just be harder and faster.
Absolutely.
I mean, can I put it more simple than that? Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, that's clean.
Be harder and faster. And I know to a lot of people that don't make no sense.
Nah, my ex used to say that to me all the time.
Hard and fast.
Yeah.
I can't. You're dumb.
Bro, we gotta. Come on, Elliot. How did you know this? Come on, man. Like, just. I gave him the actual chance of thinking that maybe he actually cared about the sanctity of the. and what did he do? We gave him the lane, and what did he do? He did 90 on the feeder.
Yeah. But wait a minute. But in the manner that he did it, it was like a double entendre kind of, because he could have had.
It's true.
Yeah.
I said, what she said.
You motherfucker.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was a good one.
That's a highlight, bro.
That was a good one.
That's a sports center top. That's an SC top 10 rhetorical.
Nah, I think they're unsubscribing right now. They're like, he's a misogynist.
I have a track
like
called
that guy.
Misogyny.
Oh yeah, that's
Because we all have it.
that's probably gonna be my favorite song.
We all have it.
It's there's
It's built in.
This is a whole
It's
nother.
built
I don't
into
know.
society.
Nah, you don't have that much time. We ain't gonna do all that.
I'm just letting you know it's built in. Whatever you want to do, I'm just letting you know misogyny is built in. Any rapper that I know who's gonna make a song and say there's not a little bit of misogyny built in, I said you better be talking about Mother Teresa and or the Virgin Mary, because it is built into everything we do, even in the way we buy drinks.
Elaborate. This is good.
Okay, well, how many guys do you know that buy drinks that they actually want to drink, or drinks that they know that they can have and or share with a woman that they might possibly be able to get and possibly shine on? They're buying drinks they can shine with. Not me. When I bought the Jack Daniels, I wasn't doing any shining.
Yeah.
When I get that Mo or that Douce,
You're shining.
and not because you don't like it, but you just also know that there's a dual purpose. Because we would all be drinking Mad Dog in the club or Taka.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, we do things for bait. We do things for
Angry
women.
Orchard.
Well,
That's
that's
hilarious.
well, that doesn't count.
That's stunning.
It's-
That's
it's-
shining.
It's actually delicious stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Like
great.
Mott's, like Juicy Juice.
Yeah. And see, that's the kind of shit I drink. And then,
But it actually works too.
well, shit, I didn't give a fuck because I drink it because I like it.
You see that now? That's an original thought.
That's very honest.
It's honest.
Yes.
You know, I go to, me and my brothers will go over here to Moon Tower.
I
They
need to
have
hit that.
this.
This is by my spot.
Yeah, it's literally down the street.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
The best spot ever.
Moon Tower.
Moon Tower.
That sounds like a mystical like
It is.
base, like
It
for
is.
hide and seek
I
and
see
fairy tale hide and seek.
It is. And when you find out what they're hiding over there, you'll never want to leave.
Is it booty and loud?
No, it's loud.
It's the name Moon Town.
But nevertheless, so we're over there. My brothers and anybody that we're with, they'll get like all these super strong ass alcoholic beverages. I see something called Ace Pineapple. It's the lowest shit
Ace,
on
wait, Ace pear or Ace pineapple?
Ace Pineapple.
Okay.
It's like fucking juice.
Oh, one of them sneakers.
And then they look at me, it's like, the fuck are you drinking, man? This shit tastes like juice. Well, fuck you. This is my
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's,
Yeah.
it's,
It's a
I
sneaker.
paid for it.
this for me.
It's a sneaker like the 88s.
No.
But
No,
does it
no, sneak. Come on, he's on a roll.
Yeah, sneak up on you.
I had to shoot that one down.
Does it sneak up on
See,
you?
No.
you should be supported.
Oh, you just drinking
No,
juice?
they're,
Then.
they're like silent shoes. Sneakers.
Guys, can I bust your
Referee?
bubble?
No, you can referee. Yeah, please.
Yo, do you know that MD 2020 doesn't stand for Mad Dog?
That hurt.
No, don't say
No,
that
no,
on
no,
this
no. I have to
podcast.
say this. Hey, guys. MD stands for Mogan David.
It fucked me up.
He's a racist.
Racist.
It fucked me up.
No, it doesn't. It's not Mad Dog.
Nah, I didn't know. Yeah,
It's Mogan. I don't even know
where
how
they
I
got.
found this.
I don't even know how they got 2020 out of it.
Because your vision is definitely not 20. It's not
2020.
20.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what that means. I didn't know. Like I remember when I started drinking late. I started drinking like 30 years old, right? And I went to the gas station to get me some, just to get like, I think I saw the MD. And I didn't know it was Mad Dog. 'Cause at this point, everybody was playing out.
People say it's Mogan David.
That's crazy. It does. It looks like it does. So I was like, oh,
It tastes like it too at first.
I thought it was like one.
Juice, like real juice.
It's malt liquor
It's
considered.
malt liquor.
So I remember, but they stopped calling it Mad Dogs. I think they had the branding was bad, so they started calling it MD.
But it was never Mad Dog.
It was never Mad
It was
Dog?
never on there.
That's
It's
why
an
I
MD.
never- That's why I
It
didn't
was
click.
That's what I'm
always
saying.
MD.
That's why I didn't click.
We just started calling it Mad
It's
Dog
Mogan David.
Why we start calling it Mad Dog?
because of the MD.
Can I get? I'm
makes people-
gonna
does it make
tell you
people
something right
mad?
now. Brandon Cheatham, 265 original.
Okay.
Kenneth Winfrey, 265 original.
Oh my God.
Midterms, they were done. They drank McCormick and Mad Dog mixed together in cups.
Were they like? I could see if like were they running out of each liquor?
No.
and combining
It was a conscious choice.
Wow, interesting.
Sometimes college dudes think they're thugs.
This is probably where Incredible Hulk came from and all that shit.
They woke up in less than accommodating experiences, but 265 is life happened.
It sounds.
I feel
very
like we should be like a credit card company too. When life happens, get 265.
That's beautiful. I think you need to run with that from this point forward. Life happened.
When life happens,
When life happened.
When life happens, yeah, I like that.
life happened. Get II.VI.V.
Nah, see, that's what sold it. That's what sold it. How would you spell that? Is there a U in there, or is it all M's?
It's an emoji. It's an emoji.
Yeah,
somewhere.
it is. All
It's an emoji
M's.
somewhere.
All M's.
It's definitely a happy looking emoji with a slight. Yeah,
This is good, man.
absolutely.
This is fucking good. Big shout out to Duce Palooza, man. Y'all doing a
out.
great job.
Yeah.
The Duce worked. Fucks with who fucks with you.
Yep. That's it. That should be their logo. Their subline.
That
Fuck
should
with who
be.
fucks with you.
No,
'cause-
these guys work for that though.
No,
man. I saw it.
because Henny wasn't fucking with them.
No. See, the first Henny Palooza they had, what you don't know is the first one they had here. Big shout out to Benner and Cam, me and Patrick Drew
Okay.
at Fox Hollow.
Yeah.
We sold them all their Hennessy.
Wow.
Literally, it was upwards of 40 to 50 bottles of Hennessy.
Wow.
Provided it all.
Wow.
I feel like Nucky Thompson talking about this. You ever watch Boardwalk Empire?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Before we close, I had to talk about
Ask it.
There was this moment we were at Eighth Wonder,
Okay.
and it was a very classic moment, at least for somebody like me who gets.
I think I know what
to
you're talking about.
Of course, you know what we're talking about. There was this moment I knew for a fact you were going to grab this mic and kill it.
Everybody was going in with the.
Yes, you did not.
Can I tell you about what this is, man?
Because the audience doesn't know and I don't know. So
Okay, so we
Perfect.
were at Eighth Wonder. Slim is a great. He brings people together. And I didn't jump in because I have this ultimate respect for Houston, but I also have this more ultimate love and respect for New York. And what I didn't want to do was take away from the moment by being someone other than, you know what I'm saying? Because like I'm not on the fence. You can't be on the fence. I can accept the love and give love back, but when I'm gonna voice myself, it's always gonna be Shadyville, Southside, Queens. And because I'm from a place and people expect me to uphold the place. Street niggas would have no problem with that. But as far as the crowd, it would have been a lapse in the energy because I wouldn't have got on the because that's like the underlying beat
Right.
to a lot of stuff. Now I could have done that, but I would have broken off. I said, kill
That's
the
our
beat.
shook ones. The East Coast shook ones out here.
I'm glad you. That's we need more time, but I'm gonna tell you about that. And the reason I didn't do it, man, is because sometimes it's just best to facilitate and show reverence. You know for a fact that I will stall off and freestyle,
And I knew you could have gone.
but it wasn't about
Nuts.
that, and it wasn't about my level of intensity. And I was with the vibe, but what I would have had to said, what I would have said would not have been necessarily.
Well, I get it. It's pretty much what Cat Williams did with his last stand-up, where he was
Yeah, what'd he
strictly
do?
talking to Jacksonville, and you had to be from Jacksonville to get the shit. Like, not that it wasn't good. It's just there's a different feeling when you're talking to.
I'm
that-
specific.
right?
And I talk to Houston niggas, I'm specific. You never see me say, I love Houston, but you'll never see me say I'm from Houston because.
It's not truth.
And the love is love. And I accept the love and I give love back. But I will never be from here, which is why I don't get included in a lot of the Houston things. I don't get, and this comes with the territory. But what I get, and on my end, is the love of where I'm from, my city. I'm from 110 of Brinkerhoff, Southside, and then 211 Hillside, in Hillside, in Queens Village, Shady Village. Shadyville's a big deal. Southside's a big deal. I'm from a real place
Southside.
with real niggas. Jamaica, motherfucking
Jamaica,
Queens.
Southside. Okay, yeah, that's a long
The
ass.
tone changed.
That's a long ass
you know what I'm saying?
A train ride. That shit. Damn.
Look,
And
man. Just
No,
get off,
no express.
just get off Parsons and Archer and take buses. Everything's good.
that's terrible. Yeah, that's
all,
terrible.
all I'm saying is that I'm from a real place,
Yeah.
and you pick a side, but there's no glory in being lukewarm. So hold your ground, hold your nuts, and everybody will respect you. No one here is mad at me for being where I'm from,
No, and they shouldn't.
but I also have to respect that rug and wipe my feet on it. Because if I'm not gonna be Houston, then I can't eat from that Houston plate like that. That's just fair.
Understood.
If I'm not gonna, no, I'm saying like the actual Houston plate.
Right. Yeah. No, I
You know what I'm
get what you mean. I get what you
If
mean.
I'm invited, of course.
Absolutely.
But if not, I can't shed no tears and do nothing like that.
Right. Yeah, and it's not like you're trying to barge in.
Nah.
And that adds to your humbleness.
That's why I facilitate. If that's the case, yeah.
You said there's no glory in being lukewarm.
Nah,
I
man.
like that.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of those little checkerboard.
There's no glory. You get no glory. You get none. You know?
Nah, I agree with that.
Definitely, G's.
No, but I think, and I think when you're lukewarm, I think a lot of people's, antennas, they go off or don't go off. I don't know how to word it, but I think that in terms of detecting or having discernment in terms of someone's energy, someone's authenticness.
Authenticity.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Authenticness almost worked.
No, actually,
Almost.
I think if we didn't
It's
say
not a
anything,
word.
I think if we didn't say anything, it may have just.
They would have been like, "Dang, where'd that come from? I ain't know that."
They'd have known.
Hey, watch this, E. My bad, Corey.
No. But
my bad, dog. This is
My bad.
shout out to Doug Christie, Doug Collins. But I'm glad you said that because a lot of people haven't seen that Jamie Foxx joint.
He
Oh,
ethered him,
dude.
bro. So bad.
He needs a new word because that was worse than what Nas did to Jay.
This is your conscience.
Holy shit!
Holy fuck.
Oh my goodness! This is amazing. Now if she dies, please don't.
Not
blame
tonight.
me.
Not us. Not tonight.
Oh my goodness!
No, yeah, get her down.
I wish I had a camera.
No, seriously, get her down.
I wish I had a camera out this motherfucker. But yeah,
Not tonight.
What in the?
What in the Caucasian hell?
I've had so many parties and all kind of shit. I've never seen no shit
Never.
like that.
I was just trying to see if it was the cool stuff set up.
It always starts with trying to see.
I've never seen it.
It always starts with trying to see.
I didn't know what was going on.
Gymnast ever? Yeah, okay.
Listen.
That makes sense. Flyer.
I'ma make
Or
you laugh.
You're a flyer, right? Definitely. For sure.
What is it?
Now, obviously, we know the crowd I'm around a lot. I went to San Diego.
Gangsters and thugs.
This shit blew my mind because I've never in my
You got Deuce ain't a coffee. You ain't shit, first of all. You ain't shit for the Deuce ain't a coffee. You ain't better than me, nigga. You fuck out of here. You heard?
This is just coffee. I don't know what you mean.
What is this?
but I've never in my life seen as many white folks that I've seen out in San Diego that I've
Yeah.
shit blew my mind. It was a fucking culture shock.
You know, San Diego is literally might be one of the best places in the U.S.
No, it's amazing.
The air, the zoo.
Clean.
You've been
It's
to
the beach.
Aurora, Colorado?
Oh Lord, I think he may something whiter than the snow. What's up?
Well, I used to live in Colorado. I lived in Hawaii for 4
Hold
years.
on.
Yeah, my father had me all over the country.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
about to say, nigga, you rich? Fuck out of here.
No.
Nah. He's well traveled. What was your dad in?
Air Force, 30 years Air Force.
Okay, can I put you on to something?
Yeah.
Being in New York is like all of that without getting to experience the different climates.
I get
You meet everybody from everywhere.
Yeah.
At least once.
You know, I lived in New York too for like 5 years.
See,
Brooklyn, yeah.
at least, but you don't get to experience the outside. You just get to experience their take on what the fuck happened outside. So I get a lot of stories about other places.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You're saying, but it's like-
yeah. But you,
Take me. With
yeah.
you.
But I think, but I think you've had a lot of experiences, and I was talking about this with somebody. Maybe it was on the phone, but I think just demystifying a lot of things. You coming out to Houston again woke you up from
Speed round me. 10 questions. Speed round me.
speed round you.
Speed round me. Real talk. Speed round me. Let's
What
do
do you
it.
love about Houston?
Man,
that's boring. No.
That's a real question. No. The right
speed round.
The right way. The right way.
Speed round.
No.
Come on, have your question ready.
I'm with you.
Have your
Houston's
question ready.
actually its own. It's actually its own place.
Yeah.
It actually is.
zero
It's more
identity.
unique than it realizes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because most. Damn, I should. No, it's speed round. Because I wanted to add in on that. That's good. That's why I like
Just
Houston.
do it. Just say piggyback and do it.
Well,
you wanna
piggyback. Yeah, because
Look at
I think Houston doesn't have most cities have an identity,
does
or they
have an
force
identity.
it. They force an identity. This is what we are. Houston don't have that.
Houston does have one. It's just too accepting of outsiders.
I don't. What would you consider its identity?
Beautiful.
The identity.
Yeah.
Motherfucking. Was it? It's Robert Davis, right? That's the motherfucking identity. I don't
No one
care.
else knows that.
No. Before, but no.
First of all, the
but-
fact that
but-
he knew. but
That's because he's here. No one else.
I want
knows.
to make sure though, but I'm saying before the Astros ever won anything,
Yeah.
there was something else making Houston. All right, before NASA, whatever.
Robert Davis.
No, it's this
know
screw
who
shit.
that
Let me
is.
tell you something. That's culture.
Oh, word. Okay, I got you.
DJ motherfucking Screw, man. Let me
Yeah.
tell you something.
Okay, but you're talking hip hop.
No. Hip hop is everything.
It is right, but let's say if no one knows hip hop,
Secondly, is the World Series. When you win a World Series, you're a real town. No, seriously.
they just won that though.
But you're a real town when you seriously
Okay.
commercially.
No. I guess my point is, if you've never been to New York, you don't listen to hip hop. There's a lot of things you
Don't
know.
do that,
you
don't
think-
do that,
no,
don't
no,
do
no,
that,
wait,
don't do that, don't do that.
Listen, and you'll follow where I'm going. you think, maybe Grimy thinks Statue of Liberty. You think even landmarks. You think that?
Nah. Corey, let me stop you. Don't do that because fuck what New York got.
Oh, I'll take any city. Let's take San Francisco.
We were just talking about why I'm confident, right?
Right.
You got what you got and pump that no matter what. That's it.
I think we're on two different pages right now.
What I'm saying is that Houston.
Because I don't agree. I agree with what you're saying, but I'm not. I'm talking about in terms of identity.
The identity is that identity. Just because it's hip hop don't make it less than an identity. Because I came here from outside, and I live and breathe that shit. I love it.
I didn't know anything about screw culture.
My nigga Keenan put me on Northside 9, 10, and 11. I went crazy for the Northside shit. Niggas put me on the screw shit, the Southside shit. My mind was blown. I couldn't handle it. You can't get it nowhere else.
We'll agree, disagree. I don't think Houston has a. I don't think. I personally don't think it has a true
because people haven't made it that.
That's what's unique.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what's unique about it. Because there's no. It's just whatever it is.
That's not a good uniqueness.
I think it's dope.
So wait a minute. You're talking about people outside of Houston haven't made that, or people in Houston haven't made it?
I think it's untapped. I think people come
in here gotta make it that.
Okay, but
when you come to New York, don't be on New York shit.
But to my
where your starches to New York.
So let me piggyback off of that. I think that if they have to make that, it means it's not here. So what I'm saying
is here, bro. It is.
Or it's not. It's not. No, I guess what I'm saying is, people coming outside. It's like, why would I go to Houston? Right? Miami beaches, New York. Touristy. This is what I'm saying. I'm not talking about.
Okay.
I guess you kind of brought it hip hop. I'm like,
all right. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I like it because
you got to find out on Yelp.
Yeah, what do you think of landmarks in Houston? You don't even think of that.
Well, you think.
It really is hip hop. It really is. Hip hop is the only landmark. When you talk about screw and all that kind of stuff, it's the only thing. But that's why I like it. I apologize.
If you're talking about it like that, then you're talking about how the cost of living is so much lesser out here. That's one of those.
But you got to get educated on that. I had to get educated on that. I think that's a great thing.
That's like one of those known things.
But guess what?
No. It is known.
I have to tell people that. I'm like, yo, Houston, man, they got this, but it's the third largest
city. They already know because the main export is women.
Okay, so which type of women?
Shout out Milan.
Are the exports? It's black women, right? So
no.
Black women are the export.
Let me tell you something, bro.
It's not white women.
Listen, it's not even about white or black. What I'm saying is right now.
It is.
Okay, no, I know what you're talking about. What I'm trying to tell you is that I've also learned that there's an overwhelming majority of black women. What I'll tell you is that Houston's just an easier place to win. Period. But I want to tell you this though.
Yes.
I watch a lot of movies. And Houston is always the in-between city in these movies. They won't necessarily film in Houston.
We noticed that, though.
They won't necessarily film in Houston, but they'll mention it.
If he's watching Seinfeld, he don't know.
They'll say, "Oh, I just came from. Where you coming in from? Oh, I just came from Houston." They won't actually film there.
Right.
It's always where they just came from. Where they're about to go.
I catch it too, but I do know that black women in Houston.
Oh yeah,
it's oil for the country.
But black women in Houston are
like they kind of know. Like when I was in there, I was like, oh, but I'm telling you, Texas women, mainly Houston.
Yeah,
that's what makes niggas come here. They go,
but then they leave.
Go. That's fine. But I'm saying like that.
But then the land is pillaged.
But other women, there's other women that come here to be a Houston woman. They're from Milwaukee or St. Louis. They come here and now they're a Houston.
But then they use the resource and they leave too.
They're culturally appropriating.
Who's staying? It's about who's staying. Oh, it's supposed to be a fucking lightning round.
I know. That's why I said I apologize. So okay, cool.
Corey,
so why did you choose a French name being Nigerian?
I didn't choose it. My mother chose it. Her favorite.
That's your real name. That's your government.
That's my government name. My mother, her favorite brand is Yves Saint Laurent, and I was also born on Christmas Eve.
Oh shit, that's fucking damn.
This was for real. I was also born on Christmas Eve. So it's her favorite brand.
So so when was your birthday?
Christmas Eve. Fuck wrong with that niggas, man. Seriously, this what we doing?
My bad. So you go. You go.
You fucked me up with this one. Listen, because he pretty much fucked up my.
Go ahead. No, we'll start now. All
right, son of a bitch. Now I gotta come up with one on the
spot. Son of a bitch.
Shit. Go ahead. I gotta.
Queens or Houston?
Queens.
Houston or
Houston.
Paris.
I said Houston.
Ooh, that's good. Okay. Haitians or Nigerians?
Nigerians.
He's good. He's answering all these correctly.
But they're easy. They're easy. Like this is.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me go where he would go. Let's
Favorite
see.
tat.
These twin towers, 2 pillars, 2 arms. I stand up. These don't fall. The towers fall. These stand up. We know what it is. New York state of mind.
You can tell he can freestyle.
Yeah,
That's the way he answer questions.
No, shit means
It
something.
really
to
means
him.
these. I got these 3 years after.
Nah, he could do that with anything though.
But I got these 3 years after.
But
These stand.
But I'm saying
These got clouds under them. This is before they. This is after they fell.
Yeah.
These ones stay.
the
I don't care about Freedom Tower. Those twin towers before that. You're.
Yeah.
the
Where were you at during 9/11? Where were you at during?
I was cutting class, Cardozo High School. I remember. I think I was going to history, world history, and I was cutting. And there was usually you can see the skyline from that window. And I don't know what I was doing, but I looked back at the window. It was a cloud of smoke. I was like, "Ooh, it's a fire in the city." I looked back and I said, "Ooh, shit, the buildings. It's not in the city. It's not."
Oh wow! So you were out there during?
No. But after that, you realize, "Oh shit, the building's not in the city."
No matter what train, when you're going to see that. You don't even know where you're at in the city when
It's
those
like
are
it's
gone.
time. That was really like they actually let us out of school without any like bells. Just like
Yeah,
if you feel like you need to leave, then.
What year did you move to Houston?
I came in 2003.
Okay.
Left a few times in between. Tried to leave permanently in 2006. After that, I was here permanently.
Okay.
Yeah, you're DA, David Anderson, hollered at me 2004 in Premium Goods, and pledged to give me his best advice and hold me down. So big shout out to DA. That's why I slapped that nigga outside of the living room because he was disrespecting his spot. That's why I slapped that nigga in the face. You're.
Yo, the living room
Not really. That
was the ill spot.
I really had to apologize. Nigga came there, didn't want to wear the right clothes. I'm like, fuck DA. I said, why you at his club?
Who said about
I don't know who this dude was, but I slapped him.
Who would say that?
Wait. You slapped somebody disrespecting DA?
DA wasn't there, but
I love you.
Cause why you at his crib?
Right.
It's called the living room.
It's called the living room.
What are you there for?
Yeah.
From this point forward, bro, you family.
I apologize.
That's not no bullshit. I'm saying no.
David said I heard, and I'm okay with it. I apologize because I was like I had to stop hitting people. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, yo, why are you here? And you know what the dude told me?
What's that?
He said, I'm from Jersey.
Yo, with that, stop. I was born in Delaware, so I heard a lot of that.
He said,
bullshit.
I said,
What does that mean?
he said, I'm from Jersey. I was like, no, I gotta.
My husband
my
be
niggas
scared
from
now,
Jersey.
like-
What that
Wow.
mean though? Like,
Yeah.
can your body not be infiltrated? What the fuck you mean? Like, you sound from Jersey. I was like, oh man,
That was
Man.
crazy.
Yeah.
Next question, lightning, go on, bust them down. Let's do it.
You just asked something, huh?
I did. It's your go.
I got one.
Come on,
Jay-Z, Nas. I already know he's going.
Jay-Z.
Oh
What?
shit!
No,
From Queens.
No.
No.
So okay, I say Jay-Z because this. At the end of the day, you got to stick it through. Whatever's going on. Nas also, he got me first in my heart, but Jigga is
He don't. There's no quitting that
perfect,
man.
He's perfect.
There's no quit.
He's perfect. Like literally, there's no better example. He's perfect.
Yeah. I
So
agree. Can we acknowledge that you remind everybody of fuck
Wu-Tang?
No, not the whole Wu-Tang.
RZA.
RZA. I was gonna say
I've heard
RZA.
this before.
Okay. Even when you speak, I was waiting for like some.
Well, if being well spoken, artistic,
You said autistic.
are artistic.
Okay,
Fuck
okay.
out of here, Corey.
Artistic.
Fuck out of here.
This guy.
Nah, but that's an ultimate compliment.
No, for real. That's a
Not
super
really.
talented
I've
brother.
heard this, but like
You hear that a lot.
I heard a lot, and I think it's
Okay.
because this cheek right here. This cheek's been worked by the streets right here, man. I get a
gotcha.
lot of right hands.
Got
I've missed a lot of dodges.
Got you.
With them, the right hands got me lopsided right there. Though. I felt like RZA might got some of them shits too. You heard?
Man, I did want to ask more questions about the music, but I'm gonna ask you probably off air.
Nah, ask it, man. Let me know who, Corey.
Why no hooks?
Because you know what? I didn't care about what people wanted.
Right.
I only cared about the people who love me
Yeah.
and love hip hop wanted this time. I may make something else later, but this time right now, it wasn't about what people wanted. It was about art. It was about putting something out that was specific and drawing a very specific crowd, and I can have very specific conversations
Right.
and give them a very specific.
What are your shows like? Because you don't really chase singles.
Yeah.
So it's not a whole lot of
When
like.
you see my shows, I talk to people, and I make eye contact with people, and if I see somebody who if I happen to see somebody who's going through something, I talk to them, and I try to fuck with them that night because, you know, the power of the individual is it's more resonant than general energy. You know what I'm saying? And I know that eye contact and an actual message and an actual kind word to somebody goes way further than just a general performance.
You're in the moment performing. How do you recognize that?
Because performance to me is the moment. It's not hard to recognize. I'm not just sweating out there doing a fucking ring dance. Just I'm not just just doing this shit. It's one of them things to where you look at people, man, and sometimes somebody look at you like, hey man, fuck you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they girls shaking their titties for me. Right. You know what I mean? But sometimes you look at somebody who's just like, like Luke Boyer. Hit me up. Yeah. But I see someone, I'll stop the music for somebody like that. Right. I ask him what's going on. I'll fuck around freestyle for him.
Now it's interesting because I know reading Malcolm X's autobiography, he said that he had a real strong sense when he would give his speeches or give us speak to crowds. He could feel what they were thinking, things like that. That's why I was kind of interested in what you were.
It's harder the more people there are.
Yeah.
But if you can tune in, you realize that no matter how tall the pedestal you stand on, you know what I'm saying? Man, people are honest. And it's not if it's not what they say, it's what they feel, what they show you. And sometimes someone's like, I'm okay, but you do this.
Right.
Shut the fuck up, bro. You're not okay. And you get them a shot of fucking Jack.
Right.
And they're like, well then my girl did this, and then it's just it's sometimes you got to give people the stage to be honest. This one, man. Sometimes you got to give them the stage to be honest.
Yeah,
and then they feel more comfortable. But really, man, art, honesty, music, people, Democrat, Republican. At the end of the day, like dudes want to get their dick sucked, and girls want to have men who stay hard. You know what I mean?
This is true.
Like, I mean, that's very simple.
No, I read that in Wikipedia.
It was there. It was Britannica.
Yes,
Britannica. World Book. It was in the World Book.
The P book.
It was in the P's.
Yes.
Nah, it's simple. I think life is simple, man. I think pussy's complicated. So, yeah.
The holders of the pussy are complicated.
Say that again.
Life is simple. Pussy is complicated.
Got you.
Put the asterisk there.
Asterisk on the E.
Nah, it's guys, man. I'm super. First of all, before me, thank you for taking care of my guests, man.
Oh, come on, man.
This is better than like the club section. No, can we be honest?
Yeah. Yo,
this is amazing.
First of all, how quick he did that, and then I turned around and it was like yo.
Oh my gosh, hospitality.
That was nuts.
No, I saw you pouring the ice. I thought to myself, he's doing that. I mean, that's what it's really about.
Yeah.
You didn't know. You didn't know.
Right.
But you were prepared. If not, we would have dealt with whatever. But you didn't
right.
know. We just did what the fuck we had to do. When
Hey.
I love you, baby. Amazing.
Oh, look at that. And then it was just like one of those genuine moments. That was cute.
Lowered expectations.
Yo, I hate both y'all.
TV, man.
I hate
Bro,
both y'all.
this has been probably one of my favorite joints that we've done.
Be careful.
No, I'm putting that out there right now. So anybody that follows this, they got
be genuine. Just be genuine.
They got to follow this up. That this is gonna be a hard episode to follow.
We here.
You know.
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
Being good is not about being the best. It's about being yourself.
Preach.
There's so many different versions of good.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, this thing about being like it's simple. Be yourself, and you'll be good. You'll be great.
Yeah.
If not for everybody, you'll be great for those who love you. And that's really important. Being great for 3 people is super fucking important.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Being great for your kids, fuck everybody else. Just be great for your kids. You're a winner. But niggas just pussy.
No, but I think that's where more messages like that need to get out. And the reason why I say that, I think
you're looking for that quantity.
And I think it's just start with you and your fam.
Absolutely.
It should, man.
I mean, you play sports. You play. It's if you running a relay, you playing basketball. Play your part. Play your position, and the team's gonna win.
Can I do this?
Yes.
Do your job.
You know who that is? Bill
Do
Belichick.
your job.
Is that Bill Belichick?
No, actually, I was trying to do a voice from Winterfell.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. All right, do it again.
This sword was stolen from my ancestral home. When the wildlings come south to Winterfell, do your job. Yes. I tried.
That was good enough. That was good.
Do your job.
Fucking.
That could be Bill Belichick.
You know, we gotta
though.
wait until next year.
I thought it was coming out this year at the end of the year. They changed it.
End
This
of
is what-
next year because fucking George Martin has not written. So now they're ahead of the fucking books.
So we waiting on his drunk ass.
We're waiting on him.
So he's
to write the book.
So he's lazy because he's eating off this Game of Thrones money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, as long as there's no Me Too moments, we'll get it.
So they're waiting on him to do that. Now they're in a position where the writers of the show is helping him write the next book.
Bro.
Yeah,
That's bad. That's bad. That's not good.
So that's why this next season
it's taking 2 years.
is the last season. And they're gonna do a spinoff.
Because he's rich.
He's happy.
Motivation goes when you.
So
get
wait,
that
rich
paper.
or happy? It's a
He's happy. He's like fuck it.
Yeah, it's funny. Those aren't synonymous.
He's content.
Wealthy and healthy
this
is
time
not-
it is.
Yeah, I think there's an illusion of it, and I think America wants that, or I think any kind of. Okay, never mind. But I will say this: any listening parties, anything like that for
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Can I speak freely?
please.
Okay, my name is Yves. Song really can there. I'm Igbo. My mommy is from Enugu State, Mezoa. My baba is from Umana. Okay, that's it. Anybody from Niger to the States, just check on me in Harlem. That's Harlem, Harlem, New York City. After that one, just check on me in Houston. But I will be at Fosolo, maybe Alicat. But just hit my Instagram and we can just go and dash it out at any party. But it's always love and wine. I beg.
That was beautiful.
Hey, ça passe. That's Haitian shit. I didn't know what else to say.
Say that.
I know what else to say. But I do know.
C'est bon.
I do
That's
know.
French.
Our Nigerian viewership just went up, but then it kind of went back down when I said that Haitian shit. Then, sorry guys.
They'll put it out of their mind.
There you go.
Like Dumbledore. You know what a Dumbledore is?
Already on to the next thing.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
So before we close, can I tell you guys something?
Please.
Before anything I do, I like
never
to say
ask
thank you.
permission, ask for forgiveness.
No, this is I like to say thank you. I like to say thank you because no matter how tall, short, small, big, fat, whatever, anytime someone shows interest and gives you their time, it's a shared experience. So I want to say thank you for inviting me. Also, thank you for being hospitable. Thank you for being open. Thank you for following. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for being interested. Thank you for being curious. But most importantly, thank you for being people involved in the medium you do, because without what you guys do, I wouldn't be able to answer these questions, because she knows that my girlfriend Anna,
Hey.
Senora Lendig, I don't offer talk. You have to ask me the question. What was that? What was that? What was that, like Austin Powers? You have to ask me this question 3 times.
Yes.
Before, like really, like you have to actually ask me. And then I realized it, but through this journey I've been doing with people that I'm close to, and I feel like I'm close to you guys.
Likewise.
Hey, you slapped the motherfucker for DA, bro. You
Likewise.
fan for life.
Nah, yeah. I had to, but I also talked to him after though. I said, bro, why'd you do that? Why did you come here and do that? After I slapped him.
Right. Did DA talk to you afterwards?
DA was, I saw DA, he didn't get a chance to talk to me, and I said, DA, look, I was in the living room the other night, and I hit somebody in the face, like, I heard, it's okay, I love you. I said,
Nice.
thank you. Because I was nervous, because, you know, because usually I wasn't sure if,
Why you messing with my establishment or something?
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
right,
right?
you know what I'm saying? So it
saying.
was just like, nah, I appreciate it. I'm like, and then why are you here if you don't?
Right.
Listen,
we
man.
did.
To one, that shows the immense amount of respect that you have for the individual that
Yeah.
you did that for.
Nah, DA,
and then to
David
turn
knows.
around to talk to the person after slapping him
Why'd you do that?
Respectably.
shows the immense amount of respect that you have for
In general,
people
yeah, because it was just like maybe I might have been mistaken. You know what I'm saying maybe DA fucked this bitch.
That might have been really the case.
But that wasn't the case. But I had to make sure.
Okay. If it was, he wouldn't even let you know.
You wouldn't even say.
Yeah, he'd be like, no, it's fake.
Nah, bro, it's Bad dice game. Nah, but the dude said, man, I'm from Jersey.
That's hilarious.
That's so boring.
Yeah.
To say where you're from before you fight is boring.
Well, that's where you're trying to scare.
You could be
somebody.
from anywhere. That's boring.
Yeah, you could be from Idaho and whoop somebody's ass. It don't matter where you
From
from.
Idaho, we don't play
Actually,
that
I feel
shit.
like niggas from the Midwest is probably gonna get the most W's.
Yeah, that's all you do is fight.
Put some barrels of hay and shit like
fight.
that.
Yeah. That's it.
Anyway, guys,
Yeah.
thank you. No,
Before-
seriously, super thanks, man.
Before we and the thanks is also coming from this side of the table as well.
Okay.
Thank you. One, you have been the most persistent in wanting to reach out, and it being you, I was like, we got to make this happen.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
You know,
I also want to make sure I didn't skip any steps either.
no,
Gotta be thorough, yeah.
And if there was anything that was skipped, there's always more.
We would have talked about it if anything.
There's always another episode where we can have you back here to talk about
But
it.
but I reached out, right? I asked.
Absolutely,
Even if you don't have a
You
project out, you want to get someone whatever.
Absolutely.
Actually, we should go get pizza. I could tell you about pizza. The type of pizza you should be having.
Yes. Okay. That's actually the podcast I really enjoy.
You should have that type of pizza.
I really enjoy those types of podcasts.
You only want pizza you can fold.
And the grease drips down your.
No.
Drips
Just
on your
fold.
arm.
Just make it fold. So not Salt Bay. Not the Salt Bay. Grease Bay.
Yeah, grease base a little different. Yeah.
Grease Bay.
Off the elbow.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. Yo, Yves, brother, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming through, brother.
No left hands, man. You know what it is? Hey, really? General populace. These are two good men, great men. I hope you guys can get in tune and entertained by real things happening. I got a Good Catholic Boy coming out right now. My actual full project coming out with better bars and a little bit more production. It's called The Young Pope. And if you're not really sure what that's about, ask me questions or go watch The Young Pope on HBO. But big shout out to Jude Law, and understand that the youngest popes are probably the most qualified.
Indeed.
Boom. We out.
And we out.